We've got to the management of Tata Communications, Mr. Vinod Kumar. He's the MD and CEO who's joining us live from Singapore. Mr. Kumar, thanks very much for joining in. Now, India's Union Communications and Information Technology, Kapil Sibal, has accepted the DoT panel's recommendation on the demerger of VSNL LAN. How do you see Tata Communications and its shareholders benefit from this?
The demerger of the land will benefit the company significantly because it frees up our options to raise equity in the marketplace. So we're looking forward to the government's formal process of to be clarified and also to demerge the land, since it will allow us to operate more freely and not just resort to debt to fund our growth, but also have more equity-based options, which we're looking forward to.
Right. Coming back then, we understand that you are restructuring the broadband business. Can you give us more details on the same? What is the reason for reduced focus on the retail broadband business?
Yeah, the retail broadband business, or TCISL, Tata Communication Internet Services Limited, was a subsidiary that we had in the past to focus on the retail segment. When the spectrum auction took place last summer, and we were not successful due to the extremely high prices at which the spectrum went for, which we felt was unviable from a business standpoint, we then decided to take the capabilities and assets that we have in the subsidiary focused previously on retail and to point them towards small and medium-sized business. So we see the small and medium-sized business as a very large part of India's economy and accounting for about 35% of the growth in the economy that is projected over the next few years. There are 4 million small and medium businesses in India. Many of them are at early stages of adopting ICT technology. We believe that because they are new adopters of ICT technology, they will leapfrog and adopt and use the latest in technology to make their businesses far more productive. We see this as a very big opportunity, and therefore we've repurposed our business unit, which was focused on consumer, to really look at the small and medium-sized businesses. And this activity has already begun, and we are beginning to see early success there by selling a combination of network services as well as application services to these 4 million sized market that we see in India.
Right. Now, will the company consider a stake sale in the retail broadband unit? You've discussed a lot about this segment, the retail broadband segment, but will you consider a stake sale here on Tata Communications Internet Services?
When we were using this business unit to target only on consumer, we were discussing or looking at the option of bringing another investor in. But now, since the business strategy has changed and TCISL will focus more on small and medium business, which is aligned with our larger focus of B2B as a company, there's really no need to bring another investor into this business unit, which is focusing on small and medium business in India.
Since we're discussing, your growth plans, let's talk about some acquisitions as well. Are there any other acquisition targets on the radar for you? If yes, then in what geographies?
There's no acquisition on the radar immediately, but in the last couple of years, we've made some very neat, smallish acquisitions related to technology in the managed services space, mainly around content distribution as well as digital content movement and management. And these kind of acquisitions are still of interest to us. We will go anywhere in the world if these capabilities exist, but these are not customer or market acquisitions. These are more technology and service capability acquisitions. So nothing immediate, but we have our eyes open in the managed services space for smaller acquisitions.
Right. Just one final word from you, Mr. Kumar. What is the strategic roadmap for Tata Communications to return to profits on a consolidated basis? How many more quarters do you see the company post profits for?
The last couple of years, Tata Communications has been investing quite heavily in terms of building our core foundational infrastructure. So network, both terrestrial networks, submarine cable networks, as well as data centers, and some of the big block investments that were required to change the business from a traditional telecom company to a next generation communication services provider. We've done those. So what we're entering now is a period of sweating those assets, getting leverage of the capabilities we've built, the broad product portfolio we've built, the capability we've added beyond network services to also include ICT solutions. So now it's all about leveraging those investments. So we'll be entering a period of lower CapEx spend, which means we can take the business towards profitability, and we've identified a very clear path product-wise as well as business segment-wise to take the business towards profitability over a period of 4 to 8 quarters.